Hello, I'm here to demonstrate my modifications to Lemon point of sale. First of all, I took out KDE, so this is all running on generic vanilla Qt. I've added suspensions, so for example, suspend this. It says table numbers, meant for food service, but it can work with any order. And there it is. We can split it if we had more than one thing, and I'll demonstrate that. I'll just kind of show the items. It's a bit ugly, but you can swap them between people, or just cancel the order. Other changes: support for miscellaneous items, support for shortcuts. This is a all-in-one kind of barcode scanner system, but it accepts various keyboard shortcuts like C will open the cache drawer, L will bring you to the lookup item screen. I only actually have one product in there right now, plus miscellaneous. The layout is a little different. There's support for payments on account, and this will actually show what their total owing is if they have a discount. The taxes I've actually rewritten how that works. So in Alberta, my province in Canada, there's only GST at 5%, but it's calculated on a subtotal of taxable items. So in other words, if you have 5 things that like 5 pieces of produce and 5 pieces of car parts, the car parts are taxed, the produce isn't. That's just how it works. But you don't tax each individual piece. You add up the taxable amounts and then apply the tax, and that's how your total is calculated. BC, British Columbia, works the same way. They're actually switching from harmonized sales tax to PST and GST, which is going to make things fun, but luckily this is built to work with that in the future. And so now this is the new payment screen that I came up with, and it supports multiple payments at a time. So they can pay $100 in cash and the remainder in debit. Or let's say they want $20 cash back. Then you would just do that here. It would tell you how much change to give them, and that creates a cash flow for them. So cash in, cash out. What else we got? There's a ticket screen. Speaking of tickets, one of the things I'm kind of proud of is the cash out screen. So it's going to be hard to cash out because I don't actually have the cash in front of me. I don't even remember what the float is. $560 in cash. Okay. So $560 in cash. That's what we have. So it's expecting 100 plus 80 is 180, plus 500 is 680. I have 600 and, bear with me here, 70, oh, 80, there we go. Others expected 137, so 100, 20, 17, let's do 18. So we're reporting $818 collected. Normally what you would do is you would count what's in the drawer, and that should jive with how much is expected. Down here somewhere. Where is it? I don't know. Anyway, and then you add up your credit, debit, and check slips, and then on account, this is actually calculated automatically now. But anyway, so let's try that. Now, I was going through the code, and it's actually kind of difficult to work with, so I switched to a template-based system. This is actually an HTML template with CSS and JavaScript. Now, there's mixed JavaScript. There's JavaScript that runs in Lemon and JavaScript that runs in WebKit. This is actually rendered with WebKit, and the Lemon side, for example, is what generates these graphs. So from the script, you say create chart, and then you give it its values. So that's how these charts are created. Anyway, so we just embed our session ID, transaction, sales total, things like that. Normally we would have more sales, so it would give us, a correct average, and we would have more hours. So this table would grow this way. But it's kind of boring as that is. But down here we get the information from the cache that we want. And it's also a little nicer for your files to have a full kind of piece of paper, and since printers are $50 nowadays, it's not really a big deal. It's probably cheaper than the thermal paper. So that, in a nutshell, is what I've done here. Thanks for watching.